and my topic for today is serenity or anxiety. You do get to pick. So, my grandfather, Harry Williams, was born right around 1900, so over 100 years ago. He's since passed. A wonderful man, served in the U.S. Navy, and then went into the ministry. Served for decades, United Methodist Church. To me, he was Grandpa, just a gentleman and very, very wise, and he really had that calmness, what I would call serenity. I remember in college, he challenged me and he says, "Paul, I'm not worried about your IQ." I was headed pre-med at the time. "I'm worried about your SQ." I said, "Oh, Grandpa, what's SQ?" "Your spiritual quotient." You see, I'd grown up in the church. My parents were missionaries in Africa. But in the college world, I was just full-on focused on achieving. I was going to become a doctor, and I was giving it everything I had. And it was taking a lot out of me. I did not have serenity. I remember reading a little plaque on his desk, and it read as follows: "God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." It sounded cute to me at the time, and frankly, I didn't pay it another thought. It wasn't until, 20 years later, at the age of 45, that I finally understood that saying. And here's the thing. You see, as a child, I had the best parents, and they taught me I could do whatever I wanted to do. And thanks to them, I was instilled with this drive that was, pretty intense. And it did help me. I have no question or doubt about it in achieving, for example, getting into medical school, which was quite an undertaking. I would say, however, that, through that journey, 10 years of getting into medical school, I depended solely on myself. And that's a very stressful thing. So anybody who suffers from anxiety, and I see anxiety so much more prevalent in our children today, or even as an adult, if you're suffering from severe anxiety, sure, it's a chemical thing, but it's also stress-related, stress-induced. And there's nothing more stressful than feeling in your core of your being that everything depends upon you. And so when I learned this simple truth that was expressed in that prayer called the Serenity Prayer, but really it's like this: simplify it even further. Do what you can, give it your best, and let go of the results. That was magic. When I learned that simple truth, I was free. It was a total freedom because, if you've given it your best, you have nothing to be ashamed of. And you go through life really a lot more calm and a little closer to what I would say is serenity, which is just that you can be in the midst of a storm and yet you're calm because you've given it your best, you've done your best, and then you just turn over the rest. Let go of the results. That was my thought for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Paul.